X251. I want to show you guys something pretty cool that I just discovered last night. I was actually talking to Dustin Dunnill, and he said his first one that he got of these wasn't working properly. It wouldn't go into acro mode. Funny thing is, he got a second one. The first one that the controller was bad. Well, for some reason, the second one he got, when he flipped the switch, the acro mode came on. Which is weird. I don't know if the factory just went ahead and, you know, did that because the first one wasn't working, so they went ahead and just activated the acro for him. Not sure, but anyway, you know, and it all came about because I figured something out. This switch here, which is normally inoperable, you know, it doesn't do anything. I've actually programmed this thing. When you put your stick all the way up, see that? See how it says 69? Then if you push it all the way up, there's like a little bit of like spring back. It'll spring back here. But if you push it all the way to the top, it only goes to 75 from the factory. So you're only getting 75% of your full thrust. Okay? Well, I went into throttle curve and I adjusted it, and I'll show you what I did. Okay? Now when I flip this switch down, now watch this. 100%. See how it goes into 100%, guys? 100%. So you're getting your full throttle now. And I'll tell you what, it makes the punch out ballistic. Matter of fact, we're going to do a punch out series. And I think this is going to be the new champion. And the only thing I think that has as much punch out might be my Wasp racing quad. That's about it, guys. Man, this is insane. Okay, so I'll show you what I did anyway, and I'll explain to you how it came about. Dustin thought that this switch was to turn the gyro on and off, and it's not. It actually doesn't do anything normally with this particular quadcopter. And the way you turn your acro mode on is with this switch here. See how the light turns red? In my previous video, I explained how to set all that stuff up, except one thing I didn't know about the throttle curve. So hold your mode down. Okay, it says reverse. You want to go down. I always go the wrong way. Okay, DR, we've already discussed that. Expo, we've already discussed that. Throttle curve, guys, throttle curve. All right, with this switch up, okay? Okay, I'll show you. Let's hit that. So now you get into your throttle curve. Okay, the first one's on 0. Channel 2, you see where it's blinking, is on 25. 3 is 35. 4 is 45. And 5 is 75. And that's how it came factory, guys. Okay? But what I did was I took this switch and flipped it down. Okay? And now you can see, I'll show you. 1 is still 0. 2 is 25 still. 3 is 35. 4 is 55. But 5 is now 100. So what I did was I went ahead and went into 5. Okay? And I'll show you, it was on 75 stock. So you can see I flipped this switch, it's still 75 up and it's still 75 down. Well, flip your switch down, okay, and crank this guy up to 100. All right, so now you crank that up to 100, and you want to get up out of here, you want to leave it at 100. Okay, all right, so now guys, basically what you have here, you have your low rates and your high rates, but you also have a way to control how much punch, how much power you have. This is extreme, this is more docile. Okay, I thought that was kind of neat. And I'm gonna do a quick punch out for you guys just to show you, because we are gonna do a comparison, and I will show you with the switch up in the stock setting. Okay, this is how it came stock, and then I'll flip it down and you'll see there's a dramatic difference, guys. All right, here we go. All right, we are hovering. Let me get back here a little bit. Okay, now this is the stock setting punch out. All right, we're gonna do it again. Just, you know, we'll do it twice so you can see, get a good idea. All right, stock setting punch out. That's how it comes from the factory, guys. All right, I got 100% throttle now. Okay, you ready, guys? Watch this. Here we go. Punch out. Woo! Oh man, I'm telling you guys, the only thing that has that much punch out is my little racing quad. And it is starting to rain here. It's a bad day. I am trying to sneak this in before the rain, or actually I should say in between rains for you guys. All right, we're gonna do this again. You ready? Here we go. Oh my God. I'm telling you guys, the only thing that has that much punch out is my racing quads. Yeah, boy, I'll tell you what, guys, it has way more forward pitch. Let me go ahead and bring it back here without flying into myself. It's kind of windy. It's about storming. You know, it's actually raining out a little bit right now. I'm standing under a tree, but I just want to show you this before it does rain. Okay, here we go, guys. Ready? Oh my God! Now that has like takeoff power like a racing quad, guys. I'll be honest with you. Go ahead and do that again for you, and then we're gonna stop because it is raining. I mean, it shoots off like a racing, you know, like my little racing quad does. I mean, wow. Yeah, it wasn't like that before. Oh my goodness. Yeah, it was way more mild before, guys. I'm telling you, this is on the level of like a FPV racer. Wow. And I'll tell you what, we're going to do a punch out here too, so you guys can see before the battery dies. And like I said, it is raining, so we're going to hurry up here. But yeah, I'll tell you what, guys, there ain't nothing keeping up with that except for a little racing quad. You know, FPV racer is the only thing that's going to keep up with that. It is raining, so let me get up out of this rain one more time, though. God, it's so much fun, I can't help it. All right. Yeah, let me get out of here before I mess something up, though. Ooh wee, you see that, guys? It has so much power though that it can get out of trouble. See that? And I was headed towards the ground, and bam! I had enough power to just woof. And I mean, that's on the level of like my racing quad, guys. Honestly, bringing that up. Okay, yeah, it's safe. Okay, bringing this up to 100%, guys. You know, bringing that up to 100%, the throttle curve. Wow, that's amazing. Dramatically kills the flight time though with the power turned up like that. I did notice that the light went into LVC really, I mean the battery went into LVC really fast compared to what it normally does. I did notice that, but I must say though, the flight, you know, the performance is just unbelievable. This thing will destroy all other quadcopters, I believe, with you know, punch out or even forward speed, man. I mean, it's way faster than the JJRC X1. A punch out comparison, like I said, that Dustin Dunhill, actually, you know, I showed him the thing with the gyro trick and the fact that this is not, you know, was not operable before, but is now. You know, the throttle curve trick and the gyro, how to get into your gyros and how to activate your acro. But he showed me something that I didn't know either, was the throttle curve, was turning your throttle curve all the way up on channel 5, you know, to turn it all the way to 100, because you know, mine was still at 75%. So you know, I learned something from him and he learned something from me. And anyway, it was pretty cool, because I was standing out front of like 1 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out, because he kept saying that this was to kill the gyro, and I'm like, no, it's not, it's not. So I'm standing out front, like, you know, at like you know, 1 o'clock in the morning trying to figure out, you know, if it did, and it doesn't, because I flew it in 6G mode and I flew it in acro mode, and that didn't do anything until, you know, I went ahead and activated for the throttle punch. But anyway, so, you know, it's kind of funny. It's kind of funny. We both learned something from each other. But anyway, guys, hope you liked the video. Please like and subscribe. Peace out.